Our PRC program Mr. Prabhanjan. వీళ్ళందరూ ఉన్నారు ఒక సాధిస్తూ
ఇక్కడ వచ్చి షార్ట్ లిస్ట్
మీ దగ్గర ఇదేనా తీసుకున్నాం.
Darn, sir.
Shall I announce this?
No, I'll announce the names. We just want to call them and make sure they are here. Because if we announce now, the others won't.
Okay. Sorry, announce it.
Just call them privately.
నాయక్ సార్ దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి నెంబర్స్ లిస్ట్ ఉంది చూసి వెళ్ళడం పిల్లలు
సార్ రాజేష్ మోస్ట్లీ వచ్చేసి రాధేశ్యామ్ ఇప్పుడే కాల్ చేశాను సార్ వస్తున్నాను మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తాను బాలు అని చెప్తా
All of you had lunch? Good? All okay? If your friends are outside, please give them a call, tell them to come back in. We'll be starting soon. If you all come with friends, if your friends are outside, give them a call, please tell them to come back. I don't see this whole Srirama College lot. Are they here? Just call your friends. We'll be starting in about 10 minutes.
ఏంటన్నా
అది ఊరికే అటు పెట్టినప్పుడే అన్న డైలాగ్ తుమ్మితే ఊడిపోయే ముక్కు
ఎందుకంటే మన ఇది కావద్దు
Sir, in this gap we can start dance program.
How long is it?
Only 2 or 3.
Okay, wrap it up.
మ్యూజిక్ అది అది కావాలి కదా మళ్ళీ కంప్యూటర్లో
ఫోన్లో
ఓకే ఓకే వీ విల్ స్టార్ట్ దట్ డాన్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ నౌ ఫర్ రిలీఫ్ ఫోన్లో ఉందా మీకు
పాటలు
I think you take the help of phone. తర్వాత రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ టేబుల్స్ టేబుల్స్ కూడా పట్టుకోవచ్చు వాడు ఎవరన్నా అడిగారు పేర్లు కూడా
ఐఎమ్ ఆల్ సెట్
స్టార్ట్ చేయండి
పెట్టేస్తాను.
నాన్న రెడీగా ఉండేవాళ్ళు వేసేయండి, తర్వాత చూద్దాం.
మొబైల్ తీసుకొస్తే ఇక్కడ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తా. ప్రస్తుతానికి
ఇదంతా కనెక్ట్ డ్యాన్స్ కింద పెట్టండి, వీళ్ళు అయిపోయినాక వేసేద్దాం.
హాయ్,
ఇంకా తీసి ఇక్కడ పెట్టండి,
ఇక్కడ పెడితే
ఇక్కడ పెడితే పని వేద్దాం. సిక్స్ కావాలి చూడండి మీరు. అవి 1 2 అంటున్నారు. మనకు టైం లేదు. ఇది ఏంటంటే ఇది క్లాస్ అనుకుంటున్నారు. ఇది క్లాస్ కదా చిన్నగా చెప్పుకుంటున్నాడు సార్ అని. ఆంజీ
టైం లేదమ్మా, ఫాస్ట్.
నెక్స్ట్ సాంగ్
ఎవరు వస్తా ఉంటారు వస్తారు అందరూ అందరూ డాన్స్ అమ్మా ఈయన సార్ డాన్స్ అండి సార్
ఒక్క నిమిషం హరి మళ్ళీ చూద్దాం ఒకటి మళ్ళీ చూద్దాం ఇది పైన అరేంజ్ చేయాలి వీళ్ళు వేయలేరు కదా 5 minutes సార్ ఇది ఆగండి ఇది బ్రేక్ చూద్దాం ఆ పైన పెట్టేసి కావాలి ఇప్పుడు స్టేజ్ మీద అరేంజ్ ఇప్పుడు కావాలి మీ ఈవెంట్ ఇది కాము సైడ్లో ఉంటుంది నాయక్ సార్ పరమానంద శిష్యులు దొరికారు మనకి సైలెంట్ ఉంటే ఎవడు చేస్తాడు అట్లా కాదు ఇట్ షుడ్ బి
సైడ్ సైడ్
సెమీ సర్కిల్
ఓకే
ఆఫ్ में से start doing the prelims now. So there are two files, two PDF files. One is finals and one is prelims. Open the prelims file and go to full screen mode. I tell you to move, keep it right.
So attention please, now we will announce this finals
ప్రాజెక్ట్ రాండి మీరు అక్కడ ఏం టచ్ చేయబాకండి అక్కడ ఏం ఛార్జింగ్ ఇది టచ్ చేయబాకండి మనకు అది ఛార్జింగ్ తర్వాత చూద్దాం ముందు ఈవెంట్ ఇవ్వాలి అక్కడ ఏం టచ్ చేయబాకండి అదే అదే ఎవరిని అక్కడ పెట్టిన మైక్ ఏది హరి మైక్ ఏది
Okay. Hope you're all back. Good afternoon. Welcome to the finals of the Narayana Prabhanjan Business Quiz 2022 wants to know the answers to prelims.
కూర్చోవాలి అందరూ.
Who thinks they did well in prelims? Who thinks? Pakka, done. Okay, wants to know answers? Let's go through answers. No answers.
లాంగ్ షాట్ తీసుకుంటాను.
Okay, let's go through answers.
రెండు మూడు సార్
Could I have the prelims on screen, please?
ఫస్ట్ ఎంకరేజ్.
అది రండి కూర్చొని అడగండి.
కూర్చోండి ఎవరు
See whether
ప్లీజ్ బి సీటెడ్
whether ticking on same
ఎక్సెప్ట్ వాలంటీర్స్
correct PPT or not.
Question number 1. Yeah, question 1. Go to question 1. Okay, what's the answer for this? McDonald's. McDonald's, why? It's right there. There is an M. There is an M on the screen. Some of you were sharp-eyed. Good for you. Question number 2. What is this? Huh?
Please,
Bonville. Bonville. Dairy Milk Bonville. The dark chocolate brand. Bonville. Village. Bonville. Question number 3. What is this? Dating site. Tinder. I said use it on a daily basis. Suspicious individuals. This is YouTube. YouTube was actually started to be a dating site. And then they said, you know what? Upload any video. Just upload. That's why I told you. Video platform. You use it daily. Take a shot. YouTube. I told you it's not that hard. So yeah. The answer is YouTube. Question number 4. What is this? Haldiram's. Haldiram's Son Papdi. Haldiram's savories. All the whole the range of sweets and savories that you get from Haldiram's. This is Haldiram's. Started in Bikaner, Rajasthan. Next one. What is this? What is this? Who knows what the answer is? I hear. Yes, sir? This is Salesforce. Salesforce is absolutely right. Question 6. What is this? Sorry? Kalyani Group is correct. This is Bharat Forge of the Kalyani Group. Question 7. AMP, owned by Amazon. Amazon, e-commerce, online shopping. Guys, could I have some silence, please? Because we will go through all the answers. But if it's noisy, we can't go through all of it. Just a moment. I'll take your answers. Or even better, put up your hand if you know the answer. Okay? We'll do that. Question 7. Yes, sir. This is Air India. Air India, there's aeroplane, there's Air India Maharaja mascot that you can see. This is Air India. Question 9. What is this? This is the Super Bowl. Okay. Here's the funny part. I told you the first word is Super. And I don't know if you guys noticed. The second time I was saying, I mentioned the second word by mistake. I said the word bowl. I think some of you heard it, the others did not. That's why you have to pay attention. You should not give up on a question. So I said super first, and then when I was repeating, I made a mistake, said bowl. So if you had just heard me, 1 point. Just for being attentive. Oh. Okay, there are audience prizes, so don't shout out the answer, put your hand up. If you answer, you'll get an audience prize. Okay? If you shout out and someone else puts their hand up, they get the prize. Okay? Very nice. This should work nicely. Question number 10. Yeah, you? No, a better answer? No. What is the currency? Ruble is correct, not rupees, ruble. Russian ruble. Russian ruble. Good one, good one. Quality answer. What is this? Everyone knows it. ATM. It's fine. Question 12. Anyone? Oh yeah, you? Not Budweiser. Aviation gin. Aviation American gin is right. Aviation gin. Next question. Next question. Yeah, Tata. It's fine. Tata. Wait. I picked someone from that team just now. Anyone else wants to go? You will go? But they'll get the whole box. Yeah. This is the Communist Manifesto. This is the Communist Manifesto. There are two books that Karl Marx is known for mostly. One is the Das Kapital. The other is the Communist Manifesto. Next one. That is right. This is the World Economic Forum. That is what you can see written behind in World Economic Forum. Okay, next question. Meta is correct. Meta, no metaverse, nothing. Meta, M-E-T-A, Meta. Facebook's, the company is holding company's new name is Meta. Oh, who's that? Oh! Sorry? He's been Einstein. No. Einstein is a very interesting answer. Yes? Sorry? Steve Jobs is correct. That is an old photo of Steve Jobs. I told you all you know him. I told you he wears turtlenecks. I told you he wears black turtlenecks. Which is exactly, stand up. Come here.
Same attire, sir.
Which is exactly what this guy is wearing. Okay, what he's wearing, that is a turtleneck. That is what you see. So that is what you see Steve Jobs wearing all the time, right? Those are the turtlenecks he wears all the time. There is same Miyake's special make turtlenecks. That's a whole other question. But yeah. So that is an old interview screenshot of Steve Jobs, which I was watching this day, so I was like, you know what? Put it in. Oh, who's this? Company? Yes, ma'am. You. Colgate, lovely. Colgate Palmolive India. This is Colgate. I said soap, toothpaste. Come on, toothpaste. It had to be Pepsodent or it had to be Colgate. Unless you're one of those heathens that uses Baba Ramdev. All right. Question number 19. Yes, ma'am. Apollo is right. I said chain of hospitals, Greek god. What are the chain of hospitals do you know? Simhapuri is not a Greek god. So, yeah, Apollo. Alright? No, wait. No, I've given you a chance. Yeah. Walkman is correct. Sony Walkman. Sir, could we have a prize here? Yeah. Sony Walkman. Alright, so those are the answers. Let's get to the finalists. Okay. Are you ready for the finalists? Okay. Okay. Qualifying as team number 1 from Narayana Engineering College, Nellore. Sheikh Shaila Banu and T. Shreya. Are they here? Oh, there they are. Please see. Look how surprised they are. This is why I tell you, just give it a shot. Just give it a damn shot, guys. Get on stage, please. Team number 1. As team number 2, H. Prakash Sharma and C. Durga Prasad from the Sri Vidyaniketan Institute of Management, Tirupati. As team number 3, we have P. Balu and G. Anil from Narayana Engineering College, Gudur. Make some noise! As team number 4, we have S. Charan Sai, Sheikh Sabina from Vikramasinghe University. Come on, guys, come on. Team number 4. As team number 5, we have G. Srinivas and G. Srinath Reddy from Sri Rama Engineering College, Tirupati. And as the last team of today's lineup, we have DVS Charantika and B. Rajeshyan of Nellore.
సార్ దాంట్లో పైన వైఫ్ ఉంటుంది.
Okay, Shaila Banu and T. Shreya is team 1. Fast, guys, we don't have all day. Come on.
హిమాలయన్ ఎత్తుకొని నేరుగా అటు
H. Prakash Sharma, C. Durga Prasad, team 2, right beside them.
ఇవ్వరు రాకపోతే
P. Balu and G. Anil.
మీరు ఆడియో మీరు ఎక్కలుతారా
As team 4 on the first table there, Charan Sai and Sheikh
డోర్ కట్టుకొని ఫోన్
Sabina.
చేయండి.
Vikram Simapuri. These guys have settled, very nice. As team number 5, G. Srinivas and G. Srinath Reddy. Team 5. Okay.
ఇది చూస్తాను కదిలికుండా
నువ్వు ఇక్కడ పెట్టేసి
మా పక్కన ఉంది. ఎంత
నేను అర్థం నీకు ప్రపంచం కనిపిస్తుంది చెప్తున్నా అందులో కోట్ వేసుకొని
We have a lot of audience prizes, so please, only you answer only when audience is called. Even if you know the answer, don't shout for the team's questions. That will confuse the people.
మిడిల్లో పెట్టి మిడిల్లో పెట్టి స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్రొజెక్ట్ ఒక సెకండ్ పాజ్ చేస్తారా ఇది పెట్టారు ఫుల్ స్క్రీన్ ప్రొజెక్ట్ ఇది కాదు రెడీ
దీన్ని మెల్లగా వైర్లు కదిలితే కంప్యూటర్ పడిపోయింది.
సార్ కెమెరాలు ఏ షూటింగ్ ఇన్ని కెమెరాలు యాంగిల్ నవ్వు చూస్తుంటే మేము కూడా ఆర్డర్ దీన్ని మీకు అతికిచ్చే
మీ పక్కన పెట్టేస్తా.
అట్టలాగా మామూలు పెట్టాలి.
Please maintain silence because it is a very prestigious event with 20,000 rupees prizes.
So now we have the finalists on stage. Welcome back everyone to the finals. So now this is, a round of applause for the finalists, please. Out of all the various teams that we had some good performances and these people have made it on stage. So now we'll have 4 quick rounds, and it'll be a passing round as usual. So it'll start with you, and then if you don't get it, it'll pass till someone answers. Okay? And the second question goes to the second team. Regular old procedure. After the first round, the first round goes clockwise, the second goes counterclockwise, third goes clockwise, fourth goes counterclockwise. Understood? Everyone clear? There are no negative points. Every question has 10 points. Okay? If you get it, you get 10 points. Otherwise, there are no negatives. Alright. Could we have the slide for round number 1, please? The value of an identity. So this round is all about identities of brands, of firms, of people, sometimes even of ideas. Okay? So let's see what our questions are. Question number 1 to team number 1 on your screen now. This is a character called Grimace. This is a character called Grimace. He is part of a group of friends that are mascots for a particular food chain. Which brand are we talking about? His name is Grimace. Who does he represent? Or who did he used to? You don't see him a lot these days. He used to be very famous once. Who is Grimace representing? Team 1. Passing you, team 2. Okay, into the mic, please. Yeah. Pringles? No passing you on Pringles. Do we have a mic on this side? No. Team 3. Passing team 3. Team 4. We'll get you guys a mic, then just shout out your answer. Sorry? M&M. Passing you on M&M. Passing you. Passing you on Skittles. Everyone got their chance? Okay, this was team 1's. Audience? Sorry? McDonald's. Again. Absolutely right. This is McDonald's. So you all know Ronald McDonald. You know the burglar, the McBurglar or whatever he's called. So Grimace was an old mascot of McDonald's. So this is McDonald's. Usually we try not to repeat a brand, but that itself is a tricky little thing. So question number 2 on your screen to team 2 now. This is the female personification of Great Britain. This is the female personification of Great Britain. Like we say Bharat Mata and all that. This is a female personification of Great Britain. Her name is the name of a brand that we consume. Indian brand. Indian brand, ironically. Great Britain, she is the personification of Great Britain. So her name is the name of a brand you consume in India. In number 2. Think. See, when I am repeating a question, understand that I am not saying the same things. Sometimes I am dropping extra hints in the way I am constructing a sentence. Pay attention. Passing you, team 3. Sorry? No, you're on a pass. I can't repeat so many times. I said she's a personification, guys, because I can't repeat on every part. No, passing you. Team 4. Passing to team 5. Passing you on Starbucks. Britannia. Okay, Britannia is absolutely right. So, the female person. This is okay? Guys, when you're not feeling it, so the female personification of Great Britain is Britannia. So which is the name of the biscuits that we consume? That's why I said it's a brand that you consume, meaning that you eat. Question number 3 to team number 3 on your screens now. This is an app. It is written the social audio app. So this app is known for changing its logo regularly and using the faces of top creators as its logo. It is known for using the faces of its top creators as its logo. It is a social audio app. What app are we talking about? A social audio app.
JioSaavn.
Passing you on JioSaavn. Sorry? Google. Passing you on Google.
Zoom. Zoom.
Zoom. Not Zoom. Interesting guess. No. Clubhouse is the right answer. Six.
అడుగు సార్ ఏం చెప్పారు సార్ ఆడియన్స్
So that was question direct to team 3, right? Question direct to team 4. Team 4. Question direct to team 4 on your screen now. Okay. The name of this person is Eustace Tilley. Okay? He is the mascot of a magazine that is named after a city. He is the mascot of a magazine that is named after a city. What is the magazine? If you've ever read that magazine, this is a constant feature that you can see on different covers. He's Eustace Tilley. I said he's named after a city. Which magazine is this? I see some teams very excited. Let's see. I said it's named after a city. Sorry? New York Times. Passing you on New York Times. Team 5. Guys, is your mic off? When you're not using it, keep it off. Washington Post. Passing you on Washington Post. Team 1. Passing you. Sorry? I need an answer. New Yorker is absolutely right. 10 points to team number 1. Take a shot, take a shot. Seriously, take a shot. The problem with both New York Times and Washington Post are they both are not magazines, they're both newspapers. So New Yorker is a magazine. Good for you. 10 points to team 1. Question direct to team 5. On your screen now. Okay. This man, just a moment. There's one thing. This man is Gautam Rakshit. He created a devil to advertise a consumer appliance. What did he create? He's an ad guy. He's an ad guy. His name is Gautam Rakshit. He's an ad man. Passed away unfortunately, I think in 2021 or 2020. He created a devil to market a consumer appliance. What did Gautam Rakshit create that is his most famous contribution? Indian, obviously. Indian, a huge campaign in the Indian market for a consumer appliance. I can't tell you any more than that. Right? Passing? Sorry?
Oneida?
Why?
It's a devil. I mean, in
The Oneida Devil. 10 points. 10 points to team 6. This is the Oneida Devil. I don't know if you guys remember. Jealous of your neighbor, the guy with the horns. This is the Oneida Devil, and this is a man who created the ad campaign. Great answer. Give them another round of applause. Fantastic answer from team 6. So, question direct to team 6 on your screens now. Identify the brand. Identify the brand. Sorry? No. Excuse me. What are you doing?
Wait, don't make noise. Guys.
I'll scrap the question. Hang on.
Big point.
Okay, I'll give you a choice. He shouted out this. I will either go a level deeper on the same question or I'll scrap it because it's not your fault that he shouted out the answer. So that is fine. Okay? So I'll give the benefit of the doubt that you know something about this. Okay? But I'll go one level deeper on the same question. Do you want me to do that or shall I scrap it? I'll replace it, but it might not be as simple or it can go anyways. So that is a choice you have to make. I'm assuming you heard what he shouted out. Okay? So basically, he shouted out Indian Railways. Okay? I'll give you that. I'll scrap the question. Oh, I'll give you a new one. 1 second. And guys, if this happens again, we'll have to ask you to leave. Please. Please do not shout. These questions take time to make. We can't randomly pull them out of thin air. Please cooperate. Just give me a minute, please. Alright. So, since I have to give you something along the lines of what we have, what animal has Indian Oil adopted as its logo, as its mascot? What animal has Indian Oil adopted as its mascot?
Sir, cheetah.
Yeah? There is a huge subculture of Indian public sector entities having mascots with which they run campaigns. So this is one such, and the animal I'm asking about is another. I can't give you too much time on a pass. Passing you? No, don't answer now. Passing you. Team 2. Sorry? I need an answer. I need one answer.
Rhino.
Rhino is absolutely correct. Did you know it? Will you take a guess? Sorry? You guys help them out. Okay, see, here's the thing. Here's my thing. If you guys are on stage and I pass the question and you want to give away points, that's your headache. If I see that you're doing it deliberately, I'll have to penalize you. If this time I passed it to them but you told the answer, they benefit from it because of your error, but next time I'll have to penalize you for that error. Okay? And quite harshly so. Okay? Alright. 10 points to team number 2. So where are our scores? Do you have scores? Did you tally them? At the end of round 1, we have team 1 on 10 points, team 2 on 10 points, and team 6 on 30 points. So that's how the scenario is moving forward. But let's see. Anything can happen. We still have a lot more questions. We still have 3 rounds. So moving on to round number 2. Works of personalities. So this round is all about different types of art, music, or books that important personalities, primarily from the world of business, have put out. So this round we go counterclockwise. The first question goes to team number 6 on your screen now. This book is called The Statistical Consequences of Fat Tales. Okay? This is a book written by a man who writes primarily about extreme events. He writes about extreme events and he writes about risk taking. So that is sort of his speciality, writing about extreme risk events and about how those events can have a disproportionate impact on anything from stock markets to pandemics. So this is a man who is usually known for those books, but this is a technical book that he put out, I think in 2020, called The Statistical Consequences of Fat Tails. Who is this person? Who writes exclusively about, mainly, not exclusively, mainly about extreme events. And whose a different book is something you might have heard of his, but this is a technical book that he wrote. And if you see at the top, the inserto is a clue. The inserto is the name of his group of books. So if you know what that is called, that would help you get to who this person is. Team number 6. Rakesh Junjunwala. Passing you on Junjunwala. Interesting guess, interesting guess. Team 5. Passing, team 4. Passing to team 3. Take a shot, come on. Take a shot, everyone. You wait till your chance comes. Don't take a shot before. Yeah. Passing you. Oh, that's a good guess. No, not Raghuram Rajan. Good guess though. Good guess. Sorry? I need a bigger part of the name. I need a surname. Mainly. I'll give you one last chance. Because I sense that you could be close. I'll give you one last chance. Clarify your answer. Audience? Nasim Nicholas Taleb. Give her a round of applause. This is Nasim Nicholas Taleb, known for the Black Swan. He writes about extreme events. Actually, I got this idea yesterday when I was going through the halls and I saw a poster of his. So I was like, might as well ask him. You have the book, right?
Only thing is this Nasim Nicholas Taleb picture is there in our finance lab, his quotation.
There's a very interesting quotation by Nasim Taleb which says that the 3 great addictions are, one is carbohydrates, the other is something else. I think it's heroin, carbohydrates and a regular salary. Because if you keep getting a regular salary, you won't think out of that boundary. So yeah, it's an interesting take. One of my favorite authors. He has some great books. Usually we know the books like Anti-Fragile, Black Swan, Fooled by Randomness. But this is a technical book he wrote, which honestly is a headache. So I guess don't read. No half points. See, always, whenever I ask you a question, a surname is most important. There are 100 Nasims. But usually the base rule is that we need a surname. That's why I gave you another chance. But good try. Alright. Next question. Team number 5. On his screens. Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish is a book by a female author who writes a lot about the Indian business landscape. She writes a lot about the Indian business landscape. One of the top female business authors in the nation, if not the top. Who is this person that wrote the book Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish? No, not yet, please. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but after they are done.
The Rashmika
No. Please hang on. Let's see. Yeah. Passing you on Rashmika Jaiswal. No. Passing you. Oh, Sudhamurthy is interesting, but no, not Sudhamurthy.
Rashmi Bansal.
Rashmi Bansal is correct. 10 points to Team 3. This is Rashmi Bansal. She writes a lot about Indian startup stories and a lot about the Indian business scene. This is a book by Rashmi Bansal. So this is a question direct. I think that is what you were trying to say, but it didn't strike. Happens. Memory gets foggy. So question direct to Team 4. On your screen now. People I mostly admire is not a book. It's not a book. It's a podcast. It is written. It is produced. The main speaker in that is a man named Stephen D. Levitt. But the reason Stephen D. Levitt is most famous in the world is because of a book about economics that he co-wrote with someone else. What did Stephen D. Levitt write about the crazy side of economics? Stephen D. Levitt, what did he write about the crazy side of economics? This is a new podcast he's putting out called People I Mostly Admire. It's alright. It's fine. So yeah. But what is he known for? What is his main work? Again, as I said, pay attention to the words I use in a question. There are clues. It's a book he co-wrote with someone else about the crazy side of economics. Passing you. Passing. Pass. 6. I need an answer, guys. It's a pass. Sorry. Answer.
Bill Gates.
Gates, passing you. I did not ask who the person is, I asked for the book. Even if it was the person, that is not the right answer. Yeah. Pass. Audience, please don't be allowed. Yes? Sorry? Guys, none of you are getting the prize. She's just going to make her answer better. Let her answer. Freakonomics is correct. Huh? Are you using phones? Okay. See guys. See, I love the fact that you all want to participate. But if you all shout, no one is getting prizes. One after the other. We still have many questions. There are also audience questions. So we'll go one after the other. So once I point to someone, let them answer. Sorry? What economics? No, her answer is correct. Economics is the right answer. Yeah. Alright, question direct to team 3, right? Team 3. On your screen, now. Who's this?
Please go.
Who is this person? One of the books she is known for is called Wise and Otherwise. Who is this prominent Indian author? I know you are excited. Especially some of the girls seem very excited. I think you know who it is. But please calm down. Who is this prominent Indian author? One of whose important works is Wise and Otherwise.
Nice, sir. Please go. Please. They are calling this number.
Her name.
Sir? Please.
Sorry?
Please, sir.
Into the mic. Sudha Murthy is absolutely correct. The interesting thing is, someone said her name as part of a wrong answer just now. So, yes, this is Sudha Murthy of, she's an author and very important in her own right, but is also married to Infosys Narayan Murthy. So she writes a lot of books, and Wise and Otherwise is a very interesting book of hers. Question direct to team number 2. on your screens.
Don't damage it. Please go.
Okay, this. Hear me out. Sometimes brands get into a lot of trouble based on the kind of messaging they are putting out. This is one such brand that got into a lot of trouble recently. What is this brand? They got into a lot of trouble because of giving voices to alt-right speakers and to some extremist views. They got into a lot of trouble. What is this brand? Question direct to team 2. Passing. Sorry?
Netflix.
Passing you. Into the mic, please. Pass. Passing you on Spotify. Answer, guys. Don't take too much time on a pass. Passing. This was question direct to you, right? Passing to you. Oh, I am very surprised. You have an answer? Audience? Oh, that's very interesting. No, no one. Boys, really? Okay, wait. I'll give you a clue. Okay, don't shout out the answer. Put your hand up. It is a famous podcast, one of the top in the world. Sorry? No? Doordarshan is a podcast. I didn't know. Sorry? No? Oh, you'll be very surprised what the answer is. Okay? So this one is for me. Ready? This is the Joe Rogan experience. He got into a lot of trouble from Spotify. They wanted to ban him. That is literally Joe Rogan's face. I said, what is this brand? That is what has been blanked out. It is written Joe Rogan experience. Yeah, that is his face. That is Joe Rogan, guys. So this is the Joe Rogan experience that got into a lot of trouble because everyone wanted Spotify to ban him. Okay? So yeah, Joe Rogan is an interesting character to say the least. So yeah, so this is the Joe Rogan experience, and so it is a world where you have to be very careful what your brand's output is, because you could get into a lot of trouble, causing jeopardy to the whole brand. Because if Spotify cuts Joe Rogan, I mean Joe Rogan is powerful enough to go somewhere else. But if you were not that powerful, the messaging you are putting out could be in the end of your business. So it's an interesting thing that is happening. Alright. Yeah. I can't say that. But yeah, this is a podcast that became very famous when Elon Musk went on and they, did some things. So yeah. We have one more question in this round. Yeah. Question direct to team 1 on your screens now. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't need you to tell me he is Malcolm Gladwell. Okay? He is Malcolm Gladwell. What I want you to tell me is there is a very particular idea by the psychologist Anders Ericsson. Anders Ericsson created an important idea in psychology about how do you achieve mastery in any particular thing, whether it's archery, playing the violin, piano, basketball, whatever it is. So he created a specific rule about how to achieve mastery, which Malcolm Gladwell wrote about in his book. And that's why many people think Malcolm Gladwell came up with that rule. Okay, but he did not come up with that rule. It was Anders Ericsson who came up with that rule. It says, You do something to get to a point where you are an expert at something. It is called something rule. What rule are we talking about that was made very famous by Malcolm Gladwell? What rule are we talking about? In fact, many people, even I see many management thinkers and all talk. And whenever they talk about this rule as if Malcolm Gladwell created it, which is not the case. Malcolm Gladwell just quoted that other psychologist in his book. And that person also, unfortunately, passed away last year. All questions, why are people dying? I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, what's the rule? I'll have to pass you. You want to take a shot? No? Yes?
The rule of consistency, persistence,
Passing you. Passing. Give it a shot, try. You don't have to be ashamed of a wrong answer, which is fine, there's no negatives. Give it a shot. You have to realize these people have also been consistently giving wrong answers and they are still at the top of the table because they are taking chances. Take chances. Passing to team 3.
rule of bomber mafia,
Oh, so you listen to his podcast, is it? The Bomber Mafia is from there. But no, it is not about the Bomber Mafia. Good that you are keeping up with revisionist history. Is that the podcast? Where did you come across that term? Oh, the new book he put out. Okay, alright.
rule of compatibility,
Not the rule of compatibility. Audience? Yes, at the back, the one, the white sleeve, I think. Sorry? This is a 10,000 hour rule. Give her a round of applause. Excellent answer. Excellent answer. This is a 10,000 hour rule which talks about if you do deliberate practice, not just practice, deliberate practice where you keep improving. And if you do it for 10,000 hours, you'll become a master or an expert at that particular thing. So this was made famous by Malcolm Gladwell. This is a 10,000 hour rule. Let's have a look at the scores. Okay. Team 1 is at 10 points. Team 2 is at 10 points. Interestingly, Team 3 has entered the game and is at 20 points. And Team 6 is still leading with 30 points. Now moving on to round number 3 on your screens. Mixed bag. So there is no particular theme that pulls it all together. This is a mixed bag of questions. Starting with Team 1 on your screen now. This man is in a lot of trouble due to the Russia-Ukraine war. He is trying to sell off an important football club. Okay? So I told you he's a Russian who is in a lot of trouble because of the war. He's trying to sell off an important football club. What is his name? No, not club name. Club name would be a little too easy. I need his name. Club name is too easy. That's not the game we are playing. I want his name. Who's this guy? If you're a decent enough football fan, you should know. Even otherwise, you should know. This guy is pretty big. I know that. You bother about yourself. Passing?
David,
Go on. Because again, I told you, as long as you give me a last name, I'll give you points. What is he? David what?
David Smith.
Asking you.
Alex Harper.
Asking you. What is the name again?
Alex Harper.
No, asking you. Okay, passing to P5. P5, just passing everything. Yeah. Oh, that is right. This is Roman Abramovich, Chelsea FC CEO. Yes, recently won UEFA Champions League in 2021. After a long time, chill. Are you a Chelsea fan? Yes, sir. Please. Now that's problematic. Okay, don't you?
Sir, he's supposed to sell the club.
Oh no. The interesting thing is, he wanted to sell the club. Then they said they won't let him sell. Then he said, you know what, let me just get rid of it as long as I don't take on any extra debt or some arrangement they've come to. I think today's news is that he's being allowed to sell again as long as he doesn't benefit. So this is, sorry? Mukesh Ambani is in the race to buy everything. So this is one of the things that is happening is that Russian oligarchs are having their assets frozen. Their yachts are being seized, their company assets are being seized, all of this is happening. So the British government is putting a lot of pressure on him to get rid of Chelsea FC, which is a huge property. Okay. Alright. Team number 2, question on your screen now. Kyungsung Precision Industry is a Korean company. It's a Korean company that has a manufacturing presence in Andhra Pradesh. How do we better know them? They have a manufacturing presence in Andhra Pradesh. It's a Korean company. I mean, the sharper-eyed ones could probably tell from the name. It's Korean. They have a manufacturing presence in Andhra Pradesh. So, how do we better know the company's name?
Kia.
Oh, lovely! Kia is the right answer. Oh, nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. This is Kia. 10 points to team number 2. This is Kia. Kyungsung Precision Industry was their name when they first started. They used to make bicycle tubes and stuff like that. So tubes and steel piping and things like that. So this is Kia. Excellent. Excellent answer. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. It is owned by Hyundai. Yes. It's not completely owned by Hyundai. Hyundai has a minority in it, about some 20-something percent. No, it still is minority. It doesn't completely own. So how the thing works is, for example, about 7-8 years ago, we had used to own Ferrari, but it's not like 100% there. Yeah. So, team 3, question on your screen now. Okay. Easy, boys. Easy. Pay attention to what I'm saying. In retail parlance, usually they sell chocolates as slabs or in huge quantities to be shared, or they are sold per count. Okay? Something that is sold per count means that it is sold in units that is meant to be consumed by one person. Okay? It is one count. So there is a particular word that confectionery and chocolate brands use to talk about things like Mars, Twix, Snickers. All of these are called a particular type of product because they are sold per count. What term are we talking about? I said it's per count. So certain lines of chocolates and whatever the item is, it is called a particular type of item because it is sold per count to be consumed by one person. There is a specific term the industry uses. What is that term? It's a very interesting thing to know. Because there's a prime difference between how dairy milk is sold and Kit Kat is sold, for example. Dairy milk you can market it for occasions and all of that. But Kit Kat is more of a personal item. Take a break. But dairy milk is like, oh, holy, whatever, Raksha Bandhan. It's a more of a, it's a group affair. So there are two different categories. I need an answer, guys. They are sold per count. That is the main clue. See if you can figure it out. It's what? Yeah. See if you can figure it out. Passing info. Sorry? Friendship? Okay. Good, you took a guess. No? Alright. This guy is so pumped up. Snack bars? Snack bars. Is a good answer. No, not snack bars. Snack bars is a really good answer. Good thinking. But no, that is not the answer I am looking for. You have a guess? Sorry? Not bars. Oh, curse like Snickers. No. Audience.
Calories?
Sorry?
Calories.
Calories. No, not calories. I'd be very surprised if anyone gets the answer. It's a bit of a tricky one. Anyone? What is it called? What are these lines of products called? Yes? Not protein bars. Not protein bars. Oh, that is not protein at all. That is just fat. Alright, anyone wants to try? No? These are called count lines. So the lines of chocolates that are sold per piece. Guys, that's enough. Sir, please, if I may, I'll continue. So the lines of which are sold per count to be consumed by individual customers is called count lines. So these are count lines. Question direct to team 4 on your screens now. This is the latest game called Elden Ring. So now the question is not exactly a gaming question. The question is, brands always try to associate themselves with people from a different fandom to gain a piece of their branding power. So what Elden Ring has done in a very interesting twist is that they hired someone famous from the world of literature to write a few of their plot points, to write their main plot points. So from the world of literature meaning an author. So who did Elden Ring hire to chalk out its plot? World of literature, I said a different fandom. So this is a person who has his own fandom. So who is this person that helped write Elden Ring? I just noticed that it's a game by Bandai Namco. That has nothing to do with the answer. No? Passing? Team 5? Famous author. I wouldn't be asking you if you wouldn't know his name. Passing?
J.K. Rowling. Did they hire J.K. Rowling?
Interesting guess. Passing you. Not J.K. Rowling. Good guess again. See, that's the thing, guys. Make as good a guess as you can. That is the whole game. Because no one knows the exact answer. Make a good guess. What's the best guess you can make? Pass is the best guess you can make. Yes. Sorry, yes. I can't linger too long, girls. Sorry? You gave me a name. Spit out the name. Huh? Passing you? No. Passing you? Sorry?
Clark.
What Clark?
I'm not getting exactly.
Okay, passing you?
George Martin.
Oh, George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones is correct. George R.R. Martin helped write the plot for this game, which is the reason he's not putting out the actual books he should be putting out. We're all very worried that he's too old, that he might not be around long enough to finish the book series. But instead of writing those damn books, he's doing all this stuff. So yeah, George R.R. Martin is correct. 10 points to team number 3. Question direct to team 5. On your screen. Now. This is called the Dragon's Den. This is called the Dragon's Den, an adaptation of which recently arrived in India. What are we talking about? This is called the Dragon's Den, an adaptation of which recently arrived in India. Guys, wait. It's that direct. Let them go. Wait. Sorry? What? Raymond's. Passing you? Yes, come on.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank India! Shark Tank India is right. Team 6. So, this is called Dragon's Den. I think this was initially in China, but the first concept was created in Japan. I think it was called Tigers of Money or something like that. And then they took it to China, made it a thing, and then it went to the United States. There is a version of it also in the Arab world. I don't know what that is called. But Shark Tank was how it is famous in North America, and they brought it over to India. This is Shark Tank. Good one. Question direct, team 6 on your screen. Now. Okay. This is a museum related to a brand. So this is a special type of advertising, marketing, fan base, pandering really, that brands are attempting to stay in touch with their fans. So this is a museum of that sort for which brand? Sorry? Lego Museum. Very good. No. I like how you think, but no, this is not the Lego Museum. I'm not giving too many clues because this is something that would be known. I don't want to make it too easy. World Museum of what? I said it's a brand. No, I didn't say anything. See, once whatever clues I've given to the direct team, that's it, it ends. I can't add clues once it starts passing. Team 2.
Bata.
Sorry?
Bata.
Ah, good. Bata does have a museum, but this is not the Bata museum. Passing. It's good that you know that Bata has a museum. So Bata does have a museum. This is not the Bata museum.
Consumer brand.
I don't know. What is the brand? Maybe it's a consumer brand, maybe it's not. What is the brand? Passing. In 4. Louis Vuitton also has a museum, but this is not the Louis Vuitton museum. Okay. Audience? Okay. For you, I'll give you a clue because we have prizes to give away. This is a brand related to the world of sports. Better answer? What is the brand?
Like,
He said football museum.
like,
No?
Adidas.
No? No, you're going in the wrong direction. No. Stick to football. Who said FIFA? Good, you should have said that. Yeah, FIFA is correct. This is a FIFA museum. Good one. So this is a FIFA museum. I was worried because I was looking around to see if the name is written anywhere. But yeah, it's not. Where? Oh yeah, that's the FIFA logo. If you could see, yeah, at the top, in that black space, that half ball is the FIFA museum logo. I think it's the FIFA logo. There is a globe type logo. I don't know if it's just for the museum or for the brand. I'd have to check. Alright. So before the last round, let us have a look at the scores. Team 1 is on 10. Team 2 is on 20. Team 3 is on 30. Team 4 and 5 have not opened their accounts. And Team 6 is on 50 points. So they are leading. Alright. So now we are moving into the final round of our quiz, which will again go counterclockwise, starting with Team 6. Let us have the round name on the screen. This is the final frontier. Okay? Just come on. Yes. Do we have time, sir? Done. Yeah, done. I'm just moving ahead. Okay, let's do something interesting. Let's see who has been paying attention. Okay. There was a big question that I asked previously. The question is, the Yacht Master is a series of watches from a famous brand. Which brand puts out the Yacht Master range of watches? And no, I didn't say anything about this today. People who came to the previous one know something around this, not this exact question. The Yacht Master is a series of watches. Which company puts out the Yacht Master series of watches? Who wants to take a shot? This is purely an audience question for prizes. Sorry? Rolex is correct. Sometimes this most straightforward answer is the right answer. This is a Rolex Yacht Master. Rolex Submariner, Rolex Yacht Master. These are all series that they put out. Okay. This particular drink from Starbucks takes its name partly from a cappuccino, which, as you all know, is a coffee drink. It has some espresso in it. But this drink that I'm talking about is a crushed ice drink. So when they wanted to introduce it, they changed the name of a cappuccino into something else to create an icy, sugary drink. What drink are we talking about? Not slush, not slush. Slush I think has to do with 7-Eleven. Yeah? Not iceberg. Anyone else? Frappuccino. Frappuccino is correct. Frappuccino. This is the Starbucks Frappuccino. This is Starbucks Frappuccino. Okay. One last question before I go back on stage. Interesting. Let's see who is observant. This shoe brand has a basset hound on its logo. This shoe brand has a basset hound on its logo. No, no, not you again, Akmal. You already answered two. Akmal is answering everything. Who else? It's a Basset Hound. It's probably a brand you've seen around in Bata showrooms or like in different places. Yes. Not Puma. Not Puma. Puma is a Puma. Basset Hound. Sorry. Not Fila. Not Adidas. Not Nike. Okay. Okay, we've run out of Adidas, Nike, Puma. Sorry. We've run out of Sparks. What else? I said let's see who's observant. Oh, not Jimmy Cho. Jimmy Cho is just Jimmy Cho. If you put a dog on his name, no one would buy it. Jimmy Cho is expensive shoes, man. They don't have Basset Hounds. Not Redford. Come on, we're getting very close. Come on. Oh, Hush Puppies is right. This is Hush Puppies. I'm actually wearing Hush Puppy shoes. I randomly was like, what shall we ask? So this is Hush Puppies. Hush Puppies has a Basset Hound on its logo. No, there's no dog on my shoe. It's just written Hush Puppies. So this is a Hush Puppies shoe. So can you guys recall the hound? It has those long ears. It's a Basset Hound. Hush Puppies is right. Alright. Going back to the finalists. Question number 1, team number 6, on your screens. Now. Okay. This man had a scandal-ridden career running a rental startup. What is his name? I just need his name. It was a huge scandal, worldwide news. So there is the theme in this particular round is these very questionable leaders that saw the height of fame and then got into trouble. Passing. Passing again. Give it a thought, guys. He became very famous during that time. I said rental startup. Huge. Passing. Sorry? Full name? Passing you. Audience, hands. Who can give me his company's name? Chalo. See, it's also famous in India. It's an office rental startup. Office rental startup, very famous in India. You can see their offices in Bangalore. Not 99 acres, not Oyo. No, that's not a bad guess. Amway. Not Amway, no. They're into consumer products. No? Put your hand up and give it a shot. Not Uber. No, not Ola. Not Rapido. No. What is Rapido giving out? That is a shady office space. I don't want to work there. Airbnb is the closest answer by far, but no. No one? Akmal? Okay, this is WeWork. Adam Newman's WeWork. So WeWork was a huge startup. So WeWork was a huge startup. They said our valuation is 48 billion, and then the market was like, how? And they're like, we don't know. So there was a huge problem, and people started digging into their valuation. And now, after a lot of trouble, I think their current market value is something like 13 billion, which is way lesser than the initial valuation. So they are very famous for that, and he's Adam Newman. the CEO of Reebok. Next question, direct to team 5. Identify this person who was ousted from his position at a startup that is a darling of the venture world, really, a very successful startup. But due to certain workplace conduct allegations, he was removed from his position. At the time, it was one of the top valued startups in the world. Who is this man? It gets a little trickier. It's the final round. I can't give out too much. Who is this man? He was the CEO, he was kicked out, got into a lot of trouble. And then they got in the CEO from Expedia, I think. Take over his position. Who is this man? Passing? Passing? No? Okay, it's getting a little hard. Anyone in the audience? Who can tell me what his company was? Huh? Okay, I'll give you a clue. This was a ride-hailing app. That's why you answering. Let them. I said it's a ride-hailing app. Uber. Uber gani, Ola gani, masala dosa gani. I don't want all this. Uber is right. Uber is right. Uber is right. Who knows his name now? Travis Kalanick is absolutely right. This is Travis Kalanick of Uber. Oh, give that guy a prize. Excellent answer. Travis Kalanick of Uber. Travis Kalanick of Uber. Excellent answer there. Next question on your screen. Direct to team number 4. Now, this person was the former head of the National Stock Exchange. Is currently in a lot of trouble due to a Himalayan yogi situation. If you guys follow the news, there's a huge scam about certain people getting beneficial treatment and all of that. So who is this person? Okay, I'll come. First shot, the finalists. Who is this person that formerly headed the National Stock Exchange? Yeah, yes, sir. Just a moment. Oh, Chitra Ramakrishnan is absolutely right. Oh, lovely. This is a good moment to gain some score. 10 points to team number 3. Chitra Ramakrishnan is absolutely right. She's Chitra Ramakrishnan of NSE. Alright, question direct to team number 3 on your screen now. Who is this media mogul who was huge? He and his brother are even responsible for huge films like Pulp Fiction and a lot of great films. He got into a lot of trouble during the Me Too movement, and is one of the prime victims of that. I mean, he did a lot of bad stuff, which is why he was the victim. Who is this disgraced former media mogul? It was huge news at the time, and he keeps coming up in news because people are following his court trial. There are a lot of allegations against him. Many actresses came up and spoke, and then the whole business had to shut shop. Who is this person?
అయిపోయాయి మేడం అన్ని ఈవెంట్స్ క్లోజ్.
Passing? Passing? Oh, passing?
గంట అయితే పని గంట అయినా పర్లేదు.
One or two.
No, not one. Used to live a long, long time ago. Passing? Passing? Anyone in the audience? Yes? Sorry? Rupert Murdoch? No? Good guess, because even he is very old and... Okay? No? Clue. He collaborates a lot with Quentin Tarantino. I don't know if that helps. He collaborates a lot with Quentin Tarantino, and he and his brother have... No, not him, not him. No, he and his brother, not Tarantino's brother. He, I don't remember his brother's name. They have a company together. Super Jewish name. I mean, that doesn't help unless you already slightly remember the name. Okay, I'll give it. This is Harvey Weinstein of Weinstein Brothers. This is Harvey Weinstein of Miramax, Weinstein Brothers. This is Harvey Weinstein. So, question direct, team 2. This is a penultimate question on your screen now. This man is huge in the Indian startup space. He has been a very public face lately due to two reasons. One was obviously the media appearances, but the second one is for claims that he misappropriated funds in his successful startup. What is the name of this gentleman? What is the name of this gentleman?
Grover.
Full name? Okay, what's his startup? No, I told if you give a last name, I'll give it to you. So technically I already got it. I'm just pushing him. What's the app? Guys. What's the app?
I think his name is Ashish Grover.
Okay, fair enough. What is the app? No, hang on. Don't worry. I'm fair. Don't worry. Fair enough, I'll give it to you. 10 points. This is Ashneer Grover. No, wait. Audience, app name? Bharat Pay is correct. Bharat Pay. This is Ashneer Grover. He said Ashish Grover. But then I already said if you give me the last name, I'll give it to you. This is Ashneer Grover of Bharat Pay. Okay, last question. Question direct to team 1 on your screen now. Okay, hang on. Don't get hasty. This is Jennifer Lawrence. Okay? But she is playing the role of a startup founder in a movie that is coming up. The movie is titled Bad Blood. I don't know if it's a movie or a docu-series, but that piece that is coming out is titled Bad Blood. Who is Jennifer Lawrence playing in Bad Blood? That has this kind of hairstyle. She also is known to wear turtlenecks. She has a very Steve Jobs type vibe, but extremely on the negative end. got into a lot of trouble because of her startup. The art piece's name is Bad Blood. She is acting in it. Who is she acting as? And it's also, Bad Blood is based on a book also called Bad Blood. What is the book Bad Blood about? Give me the context or give me the name. If you give me the broader context, the company name, you tell me what the problem is, I'll give it to you. Or give me the particular name. This is your last question of the quiz. So give it a shot. I would suggest you give it a shot. Sorry? Answer, guys. Pass. Gentlemen. Sorry? At least I need, if you say controversy, I need the name of the startup at least. That much I need. You can't just tell me the controversy. The only reason I am also accepting the startup's name is because I didn't show the actual founder's face. So that's why I'll accept the startup or the name, which I already announced. So, how do you want to go about this? I'll have to pass you guys. You have an answer? Prada? Passing? Passing on Prada? Pass? Pass? Oh, pass? Audience, be ready if anyone knows the answer.
Yeah, already.
No. Quiet, please.
Name, sir?
Yeah.
L'Oreal.
Oh, not L'Oreal. Audience? Yes? Sorry? No. Yes? Sorry? No. Not Silicon Valley. I said Bad Blood. So the startup has to do with using blood to test and bring out multiple results. So her startup claims that you could do miraculous testing with just a few drops of blood, which technology they didn't really have. So it became a huge problem. Give me the lady's name or the startup's name. Who is the main subject of Bad Blood? It's the last question of the quiz, guys. It won't be that easy. Anyone? Any takers? No? No one? This is Theranos. The lady is Elizabeth Holmes. Give him a prize. Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes is right. Elizabeth Holmes is absolutely right. Elizabeth Holmes is correct. This is Theranos, Elizabeth Holmes. Do we have the scores? And alright, everyone ready for the scores? The final scores. The final scores coming up as the third team and the second runner-up is team number 2. Round of applause for team number 2. Which college are you guys from?
Vidyaniketan.
Sri Vidyaniketan Tirupati as standing in the third place as a second runner-up. As the first runner-up and in the second place, team 3 with 40 points. Narayana Gudur standing in second place. And as the winners, having kept their margin from the lead, is team number 1 from from Narayana Engineering College, Nellore. Team 6, Team 6. Okay. One last thing before I go. I just wanted to announce something I'm working on. Something I'm working on is, could you guys open YouTube for a moment? Just open YouTube, because last time I had questions from a lot of people asking, where do we start preparing for quizzes? Where do we get to learn about brands? How do we get to learn? So what I have done, go to open YouTube, type Talking of Giants Starbucks. Talking of Giants space Starbucks. STARBUCKS. Did you get it? Okay. Yeah. So, do you see a channel called Talking of Giants at the top? Yeah. You'll either see my face or some coffee cup or some nonsense like that. So that is a channel I've started. So if you're interested in stories like that, subscribe to that channel. So what we are trying to do is two things. One is I talk about business history on a weekly basis. I put up, so there was a story, I talked about WeWork and Adam Newman. So there is a video about that. There is a video about Frappuccino and all of these things. And secondly, whatever happened today, we plan on uploading like a vlog, which will come out in the next week, which will also drop in that channel. So if you subscribe, you will get a notification and all of that. So I had a lot of people come up and ask, so where do we start and all? So yeah, I started this thing. It's a project I plan on keeping up regularly. So if you subscribe to that, you'll get a lot of those notifications, and we also plan on putting up the vlog in that channel as well. So that is that. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience. Thank you all.
So we will have a prize distribution. I request all the winners, also the quiz participants, please take your seats. They will arrange the dais. Volunteers, I request volunteers to.
Thank you.
Somebody calling you.
Thanks so much, guys.